So one of my favourite guitarists of the modern era, and I think probably one of the best guitarists using a Line 6 Helix, is the boy Matteo Mancuso. Now if you've not heard of him, I imagine you might have seen a video or two of his pop up. He's this young guy who plays like jazz fusion style stuff, unbelievable right hand technique, unbelievable guitarist, and you should maybe check him out. Might not be for everyone, but in terms of jazz fusion, it's kind of where it's at. Anyway, he has put together a preset on the Line 6 Helix and shared it on Custom Tone as part of the Line 6 Helix artist thing. And I thought, why should just the Helix guys have all of the fun? If you've got an HX Stomp, I'm going to try and put together something like this on the HX Stomp as well. So we've got 4 snapshots. You see, so we've got a clean, which is using US Deluxe norm, with drive at 3.5, bass at 3.5, mid at 6.6, treble at 3.2, presence at 1.5, and channel volume at 10. The master sag at 5, hum at 5, ripple at 0, and that's that. Then cab wise, that is going into a 2x12 jazz rivet. I think we're just using a single cab here. 409 dynamic, distance 1, low cut at 81 Hz, high cut at 6.5 kHz. That's all you need to know for that really. So that's his clean tone. And reverb wise, he's using a plate reverb, decay at 4.8, pre-delay at 39 milliseconds, low cut at 90, high cut at 4.6 kHz, mix at 31. And the other thing is we've got a deluxe compressor, the threshold at minus 29.5 dB, ratio at 4:1, attack at 13 milliseconds, release 243 milliseconds, mix at 80%, level at plus 0.2 dB, and the knee is plus 6 dB. So that's a relatively simple clean tone, worth checking out. Chorus, I'm going to imagine he chucks on some chorus, and the treble goes up to 4 there with the snapshot, channel volume comes down a bit, and nothing changes there. What else changes? Nothing changes there. And we put on a digital delay from the legacy section, quarter note time, 29% feedback, 46% bass, 30% treble, 45% mix, quite a high mix there. And then a chorus here, so just a chorus block, 2.5 speed, 8.1 depth, 3.2 pre-delay, triangle, wave shape, tone 5, spread 10, mix 50%. So you could probably very easily put that together on a stomp. So what I'll probably put together is a Mancuso Clean and then a Mancuso Crunch and Lead. So that's the clean side of things. So nothing particularly wild going on there. So I think that should definitely be achievable with your stomp. Also bear in mind that the input gate is off for the clean tones. Comes on for the lead tone, I imagine. Yeah. Right, so onto the lead tones and crunch tones. So Crunchy's still using this US Deluxe norm, so actually you could probably put together this preset in terms of clean, chorus and crunch. You put that together on one preset and then you put together the lead on another, and that's how I'll do it. We're going to chuck the Hedgehog D9 in front of the amp and the compressor goes off. So this is the Maxon SD9. The gain at 2.1, the tone at 3, and the level at 6.6. Other changes we make, the treble down to 3.2, the volume all the way back up. No other changes. And I'm imagining he might bring a high cut in. High cut down to 2.8, so really quite a drastic cut. The low cut up to 165, and then he uses a ribbon mic with this particular cab. So he's switching the ribbon mic with snapshots as well. So that could make quite an interesting preset on the stomp. We get the clean with the compressor and a few different amp settings, the treble. Then we go to the chorus where we turn the treble up a little bit and take down the channel volume, switch on the chorus and the delay. And then we get the crunch where we take the treble down just a smidge again. We bring in a Hedgehog D9 and then we change mics as well as the high cut. So you just view that there. 409 dynamic for the cleans, and for the crunches, the 121 ribbon with a really significant high cut. Okay, fairly simple. So the lead tone then, I'm most interested in these amp settings. So we've got matchstick channel 2, so that's a matchless DC30, the second channel thereof. Drive at 5.2, tone at 3, cut at 8.4, presence at 2.2, master at 10, channel volume at 3.8, sag at 1.8, hum at 5, ripple at 5, bias at 5, bias X at 6.3. Okay, so fairly straightforward stuff. Also, we got a valve driver here, so I don't see this one used too much, so interesting that Matteo is using that. The gain at 3, bass at 3.8, treble at 2.2, the level at 7.5. Now, cab-wise, he's using the 4x12 greenback 25, single cab, 409 dynamic again. I guess this might be his go-to kind of mic if he's not using IRs. Distance at 1 inch. Low cut at 80. The high cut, again, quite a significant high cut. This is something that I like to use. It's a little bit lower than I would generally go. I generally stay around 3.9 for kind of high gainish tones. He's gone all the way down to 3.5. Interesting. Well, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, and then we've got the delay. Yeah, nothing crazy going on. So that's the same settings as from the Clean. So quarter note, 29% feedback, 46% bass, 30% treble, 45% mix, and then those reverb settings are exactly the same as well. So relatively straightforward. The only other thing, we've got this Adriatic Swell, and those are the settings for that: 500 milliseconds, 75% scale, 50% feedback, 3.6 noise, and the BBD 496, mix 50%, rate, I'll just, if you need to copy that, go ahead. And then the other thing that's worth bearing in mind is we've got an input gate here at -53. So I'm going to try and build this for the HX Stomp and put together an intro. I just thought it was interesting to see how I think one of the best Helix users in the world puts together his preset. And that's that. So you're switching amps and cabs in the preset. The delay and reverb are staying the same, except they're being bypassed sometimes. And also, I thought that was a neat trick of changing the mic in the cab for crunch and clean. So yeah, interesting. Also, plenty of other space for putting other effects if you need to, so maybe a good platform. This tone is on custom sound. This tone is on custom tone, Mancuso Sounds. It's an artist preset. I just wanted to sort of break it down in case some of you Podgo users or you HX Stomp users wanted to check it out. Let's build that again and, get some Matteo tones with our other Line 6 products. Go check that out. There's also a bunch of other Helix artist presets. I did one and some other people did some, and some really cool tones coming out of these. And they're all using stock cabs, so nothing particularly fancy to worry about. It should be really straightforward. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to like and subscribe, you could, and I'll drop the HX Stomp versions of these into the folder as well if you wanted to check those. Cheers.